Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So we're going to jump in and we're going to jump on the rumour hill today, and before I go any further, please take this video with as much salt as you can possibly bear, because this is just a rumour. Of course, this may not be true at all. This may be like, the Bretonians are returning and, you know, Age of Sigmar happened. It could be on that kind of level of rumour. So please bear in mind that this is all a rumour. Nothing is stated at all. Nothing is definitely confirmed. But there's inklings that the Sisters of Battle will be returning in 8th edition, and they're supposed to be the first codex of 2018. So where did all this come from? Because I've heard this all before. I've heard Sisters are coming, and then I've heard like, no, they're definitely not doing Sisters. Sisters are more or less like they're gone now, which is a huge shame, because Sisters of Battle are an amazing force. I was really excited when they did that like special anniversary model, you know, like sister model who had like her foot on the skull. I think it was an Alan Bly painting, if I remember correctly. That was I actually bought that. I haven't assembled it at all, but that is an absolutely fantastic model. And I thought, right, this is the start. This is the start of the Sisters. They're going to bring them back in force, and nothing happened. And everyone was like, oh well, told you so. You know, Sisters are gone. They're never coming back. And that's where we've been since then. Now, one of the big things about this, and I've actually had a debate. Not so much an argument, more of a friendly debate with a couple of friends, a couple of people on the internet, forums and stuff like that, is that it's about 40k as a business. People were almost certain that, you know, GW, like the 40k story is a setting, it's not a story, and they will never change that. You know, they'll never bring Primarchs back, they won't do anything like that. But I explained to them, if there's money to be made, then they definitely will do that, because it's a business. At the end of the day, they're here to make money. They're here to make a profit, and if there's money to be made, that's what they'll do. So when all this stuff happened with Forge World, and all the Primarchs started to come back, and Forge World was, you know, having so much money slung at them for all these models, GW looked at this and said, right, there's money to be made here, let us attempt to do something like this. And here we have 8th edition. We have all the 8th edition story, all the 8th edition lore. We've got Primarch models coming back. I'm still convinced we're going to have more Primarchs coming back in this setting, this new 8th edition story / setting, and they're going to get involved, and of course that's going to bring more money back into GW as well. Now, this is one of the things that's attached to the rumour mill of the Sisters of Battle coming back, is that since the Sisters of Silence models were released with the Custodians and, you know, all the plastic box sets for the horror series that GW released, the Sisters of Silence have been selling incredibly well. They've made a profit, you know. It's basically showed to the higher ups that there is a market for these type of models. And one of the rumours is that because there is a market for these type of models, that is now bending the arm. Oh, well, I won't really say bending the arm. You know, it's open that the eyes of the people at the top to say, hey, look, there is a market for Sisters of Battle. Look how well the Sisters of Silence are selling. We can actually make some money from these chaps. Now, the main source of this rumour all started really around an article from Spiky Bits. If you actually want to go read that article yourself, the link is in the description below. Please go and read that and have a nice little read of that. It basically details a Kickstarter called the War Maidens and Dragon Breads, if I remember correctly. And what it is, it's basically a Kickstarter for miniatures that look like Sisters of Battle, and it got cancelled. No one knows why it got cancelled. Well, as of this moment, no one knows why it got cancelled. People are trying to put 2 and 2 together, say maybe GW sent out a cease and desist to close them down, because maybe, you know, they're going to be releasing Sisters of Battle, and they don't want these kind of models in the same market as them, because it's like maybe IP infringement, and it'll take a lot of their sales away. So some people are going down that track. I'm not really too sure. Maybe there's problems at the factory and stuff like that. Again, I can't really comment on that much. I'm just going off what people have been saying. But one of the biggest things from this article is the comment section, because there's a chap in the comment section that has basically threw petrol on this rumour bonfire of ours, and it's just gone full pyro mode and exploded. So the chap in question is called Lord Fangio. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry, mate, if you're watching this and I haven't pronounced your name right. And he basically posted in the comment section, and like I said, this is where it all more or less rose from. And he put, considering that a staffer at GW yesterday told me that his first army of 2018 would be sisters, because he will finally not have to deal with metal. So that's adding to the rumour that, you know, they're getting brand new releases, no more metal models and stuff like that. Then he tried to backtrack after being given evils by the manager. I have my suspicions as to why the Kickstarter got cancelled. Then again, that's the 2 and 2 being put together about, you know, the Kickstarter being cancelled because apparently this guy in the GW, so this is an official GW person who is in a store, has said finally Sisters of Battle are coming, because he won't have to deal with the metal models anymore, basically. Because for those of you who don't know, there's only metal models out for the Sisters of Battle now, and they really are a pain. They're very, very outdated, very strange. Well, I won't say ugly models, because back in the day they were gorgeous models, but you know, they're very not updated models. Let's just say they're not as good quality as some of the newer stuff. Again, that may be debatable. Some people may love the old stuff. Of course, people then responded to that comment, and he went into more detail about, you know, people asking how you're so certain about this. And of course, well, I'll actually read the post. He said, "I've been waiting excitedly for Plastic Sisters since 2003. I think a lot of us have, mate. So we're all there holding your hand on that. Sadly, I have suffered so many disappointments during this wait, that even this I take with a handful of salt." So he's not really convinced as well. You know, everything has to be taken with a handful of salt, like I said at the start of the video, because I remember back in the day that I was promised Bretonians, then Age of Sigmar happened, so that absolutely broke my heart, even though Age of Sigmar is a really cool game, by the way. You should go and check it out. And he said, though that said, the manager in the above story then started to explain how the Plastic Sisters of Silence have been made to prove to the investors that there was a market for the female miniatures outside of Forge World, and that they have sold very well. Then we also have the recent investor report about wanting to make more female figurines. So then that goes back to the point that I said just at the start of the video, that the Sisters of Silence have sold well, and they want to build on that and bring another force in, and they want to make more female models actually in the hobby, of course, to bring more female, probably more female fans in. But not only that, it's basically a lot of males in at the moment, and you know, they maybe just want to bring a female force in there to spice things up and stuff like that. I would absolutely love to make a Sister of Battle army. I think the models, well, I'm not a big fan of the models they have at the moment, but the lore around the models, the actual lore around some of the characters and stuff is absolutely fantastic. And we've already got Celestine. Celestine's there in plastic, so come on guys, pull your finger out. Right, carrying on with his post, he also adds, also earlier this year I was talking to a GW manager in one of the London stores, and he told me with great confidence that he expected Sisters to be the 11th/12th codex at the time. The 10 codices before Christmas haven't been announced, so I assumed he meant it would be next summer or autumn, which was cool enough. Again, I refuse to get excited in case GWHQ have been feeding misinformation down the lines. Of course, this could be one of the big problems, is that GW feeding misinformation, maybe to find out who the rats are, who the moles are, and stuff like that. I don't think GW is that like much into this. I think they don't really, well, they probably care about where the leaks are coming from, but I don't think, you know, they're going to go full Tyrion Lannister and start giving out different stories to different people to find out who's the bad guy in this whole situation. I don't think they'll really go that far. And that is basically where we're at, guys. The internet at the moment is exploding with this. I would love to know what your feelings are. Like I've said through this video, I would love the Sisters of Battle to be redone. I think they're a fantastic army. They have some fantastic models, lore, all that kind of stuff about them. I know my friend Clover, who's a big Sister of Battle fan, who was at me at Warhammer World on Sunday. I'm sure he may probably be over the moon with this kind of news. I'm certainly looking forward to see what comes of this, but like I said, I've been let down and led down so many salty paths before. I can't really get that much hyped about it. You know, I'm sure within the next couple of days, if more stuff starts coming out, then I'll probably explode with excitement and all that kind of stuff. But for now, I'm keeping myself calm, cool, and collected, and trying to source as much information as I can to get to the bottom of these rumours. But if it does happen, then I think it's going to be an amazing experience, especially with some of the quality of the models that are coming out of GW at the moment. And I would definitely be starting a Sisters of Battle army because I absolutely love them. Let me know what you think. Are you excited? Do you believe it? Has the salt mines gone into full production of this, and you're just keeping away? You don't really trust this anymore? Please let me know. I would love to get your feedback. Would you like new Sisters of Battle models? You know, would you actually like completely new units introduced into the Sisters of Battle and stuff like that? I know there's a couple of you who are Sisters of Battle fans who always comment on my model videos saying, "Where's the Sisters?" So maybe this video is more or less aimed at you chaps. So thank you for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed it. And again, please go to the comment section, the description, and click on that article, and you can go read it for yourself and stuff like that. So thank you all, and I shall see you very, very soon. See you now, and bye bye.